There are moments in life when time seems to slow down, as if the universe itself is gently placing a hand on your shoulder and urging you to pay attention, to breathe deeper, and to realize that something far greater than your daily routine is unfolding behind the scenes. You might notice a recurring restlessness within your chest, a subtle call that refuses to fade, or a strange clarity that appears in the middle of your confusion, almost like a whisper from a higher realm guiding your steps toward a reality you have not yet fully understood. These sensations are not coincidences nor random emotional waves. They are spiritual signals, fine threads of cosmic intention woven carefully through your experiences, nudging you toward transformation. Many people walk through life unaware of these invisible currents, dismissing them as imagination or fleeting thoughts. But those who feel deeply, those whose souls are awake, cannot ignore when the universe starts aligning events with an intensity that feels both mysterious and purposeful. It is as though your inner world begins vibrating at a frequency that matches something calling from beyond, drawing your attention toward a destiny quietly preparing itself for your arrival. And as you move through these sensations, you may sense that your life, once ordinary and predictable, is already shifting into a new phase, where every encounter, every impression, and every opportunity carries hidden meaning. Perhaps lately you have felt unusually reflective, sensing that your spirit is expanding, perceiving truths you once overlooked, or recognizing patterns that once seemed insignificant but now glow with undeniable relevance. Perhaps you've noticed old emotions resurfacing, not to burden you, but to be released, making room for something purer, something more aligned with who you are becoming. It may feel strange, almost surreal, to realize that your story is being shaped by forces larger than your own intentions. Yet these forces are not foreign, they are part of you, extensions of the universal intelligence that formed your consciousness and continues guiding your evolution. And right at the center of this unfolding journey, you are being prepared to rise into a version of yourself that carries deeper purpose, clearer insight, and stronger spiritual connection. This path is not chosen randomly. It is reserved for souls capable of sensing the unseen, interpreting the subtle, and responding to the sacred invitations scattered throughout their experiences. And if you are listening to this message right now, take a moment to subscribe to ARS Spiritual Vibes, leave a comment, and join the growing circle of awakened souls who choose to walk this journey consciously. Because the universe does not bring you to messages like this without reason, and choosing to stay connected may be the confirmation your spirit has been quietly waiting for. As your inner awareness sharpens, you may begin to recognize that the turbulence you've recently experienced, moments of uncertainty, emotional heaviness, sudden breakthroughs, or unexpected clarity, are not signs of instability, but signs of spiritual acceleration. The universe often rearranges your internal landscape before it rearranges your external reality, and that rearrangement can feel intense, uncomfortable, or even overwhelming. You may have noticed certain relationships drifting away, old habits feeling heavy, or familiar environments suddenly vibrating differently, almost as if they no longer match your frequency. This is not loss, this is calibration. The universe removes what no longer serves your growth so that you can be aligned with what will elevate your soul. At the same time, new people, ideas, and opportunities begin appearing in ways that feel too precise to be random. These are not coincidences, these are cosmic confirmations, evidence that your spiritual path is unfolding exactly as intended. When these signs converge, when your intuition grows louder, and when your awareness becomes sharper, it is a powerful indication that you are stepping into a phase where your existence carries deeper resonance. You are becoming someone capable of receiving guidance, manifesting clarity, and channeling purpose in ways you once thought were reserved only for the gifted. But the truth is, the gift was always within you, it simply needed the right moment to awaken. If you feel this message resonating in your heart, if there is a vibration within your spirit that tells you these words are meant for you, then understand this. The universe is calling and your soul is responding. You are standing at the threshold of a new unfolding, a moment where your consciousness is rising toward truths that have been waiting patiently for your awareness to catch up. And although the road may still feel uncertain, the energy surrounding you has already begun shifting in your favor. You are being aligned with purpose, prepared for new blessings, and guided toward experiences that will elevate every part of your inner and outer world. This is not merely a phase, this is an initiation into a deeper understanding of who you are meant to become.
As you continue moving through this inner landscape, a new awareness begins to unfold, one that doesn't rise suddenly like lightning, but rather grows like dawn, slow yet certain, bathing the path before you with a soft illumination you can finally recognize. This awareness whispers that everything happening in your life right now, every shift, every pressure, every moment where you feel both drawn forward and held in place, is not random, but part of a larger, sacred choreography. It is a movement carefully designed by the universe to prepare you, refine you, and elevate the frequency of your soul. And as you breathe into this realization, you begin to understand that you are not merely experiencing life. You are being shaped by it, molded for something greater, attuned to receive a calling that has been echoing through the deeper corridors of your being. The energy around you thickens, not with heaviness, but with intention, as though the universe itself is leaning closer, waiting for you to see what has always been waiting for you beneath the noise. You may have felt it lately, those moments when time seems to slow, when certain thoughts linger longer than usual, when you feel the invisible pull toward introspection. These are signs that you are entering a new spiritual season, one that doesn't simply give answers, but reshapes the very questions you carry. Suddenly, the things that once felt urgent begin to fade, and what once felt distant begins to feel unmistakably near. You sense that something is aligning, adjusting, preparing to open before you like a great cosmic gate. It is not a feeling born of imagination, but a reality recognized by the deeper intelligence of your spirit, the part of you that has always known where your soul is destined to go. And even when your mind tries to doubt it, your heart knows something is coming, something meaningful, something long awaited. The universe does not stir without purpose, and it does not call without intention. As you walk deeper into this awakening, you may begin to notice unusual clarity settling into your thoughts, even if your outer circumstances still look chaotic. This is because clarity does not come from the world, it comes from alignment. When the inner world begins to shift, the outer world eventually follows. But the internal movement is always the first sign that the universe is preparing you for the next chapter of your spiritual journey. You start to see patterns in your experiences, connections in your memories, and purpose in the very obstacles that once felt like they were holding you back. Suddenly, even the difficulties begin to make sense, not as punishments, but as sacred preparations. You realize that every disappointment taught you resilience, every delay taught you patience, every heartbreak opened a deeper dimension of your empathy. And it becomes clear, you were never being blocked, only being prepared. This preparation reaches deeper than emotion. It reshapes your perception of yourself. The universe is guiding you toward a version of you that you have not fully met yet, a version that is stronger, wiser, clearer, and more aligned than the person you were yesterday. And it is in this unfolding that you begin to understand something profound. Destiny is not something you chase. It is something you become. You are not moving toward your purpose. Your purpose is rising to meet you, step by step, breath by breath. And as you allow this truth to settle, the energy around you feels different, less like uncertainty and more like anticipation, as though the unseen world is aligning pieces you didn't even know existed. It is in this powerful inner transformation that you are invited to take one more step,
one that strengthens your connection not only with your spiritual path, but with a community that walks beside you in this journey. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to ARS Spiritual Vibes on YouTube, a sanctuary designed for souls like yours, souls seeking clarity, deeper meaning, and higher guidance. Subscribing is more than pressing a button. It is a small act of intention that aligns you with a space dedicated to awakening, transformation, and spiritual evolution. And by joining this circle of seekers, you add your own light into a community woven by purpose. As you continue forward, the energy of divine timing becomes more palpable. You begin to realize that your intuition has grown louder, more accurate, more alive. You can sense energetic shifts in ways you could not before. You may feel sudden bursts of inspiration, moments when your heart beats faster for no reason, waves of emotion that rise from nowhere. These are not coincidences. They are signals. They are activations. They are reminders that the universe is not silent. It speaks through awareness, through synchronicities, through the sensations that cannot be explained by logic, but are undeniably real to the soul. And though these experiences might feel overwhelming at times, they are signs that your spirit is expanding beyond old limitations, stretching into new realms of perception, where truth becomes clearer and your path becomes brighter. You may also feel the pull to release certain energies, habits, memories, or attachments that no longer support your growth. This is not loss, this is elevation. When a tree grows taller, it can't hold on to old leaves. When a soul rises, it can't keep the weights that once kept it grounded in places it no longer belongs. And though letting go can be painful, it is also liberating, for it creates space for the blessings and opportunities that have been trying to reach you. The universe cannot pour into a full vessel. It must first create room. And so the emptiness you sometimes feel is not emptiness, it's preparation. With each passing day, you begin to notice a quiet but powerful confidence rising inside you. Not bravado, not ego, but spiritual certainty. The kind of certainty that comes from knowing you are exactly where you need to be, moving through exactly what you were meant to feel, guided by forces far wiser than anything in this material world. This certainty whispers that the path ahead, though still partly hidden, is blessed, that the doors you have been waiting for will open, that the answers you have been seeking will arrive, and that the version of you emerging from this transformation is destined for experiences richer, deeper, and more meaningful than anything you've known before. And as you breathe into this realization, you begin to understand that you are not merely experiencing life, you are being shaped by it, molded for something greater, attuned to receive a calling that has been echoing through the deeper corridors of your being.
As you move further into this expanding awareness, you begin to sense that the journey you are walking is no longer just a collection of isolated moments. It is becoming a coherent story, one woven with intention, guidance, and an invisible intelligence that seems to understand your soul even more deeply than you understand yourself. You notice that your thoughts no longer drift aimlessly. Instead, they follow a rhythm, a quiet inner cadence that gently nudges you toward the truths you've avoided, the emotions you've buried, and the strengths you never realized were growing inside you. This is not coincidence. It is the evolution of your consciousness unveiling itself. You're slowly stepping into a higher version of your identity, a more awakened observer of your own life, capable of recognizing patterns that once passed unnoticed and meanings hidden beneath the surface of ordinary events. And as this inner vision sharpens, you realize that you're being guided, not pushed, not forced, but guided with the soft patience of the universe that knows your pace, your wounds, your readiness. In this phase of your spiritual unfolding, your intuition becomes more than a feeling. It becomes a companion. It speaks to you through impulses, sudden clarity, and those inexplicable moments where you just know something without being able to explain why.
You might feel drawn to certain people or suddenly distanced from others without understanding the reason. You might feel compelled to pause, to wait, to reflect, even when your mind urges you to act. These moments are not random. They are spiritual instructions, subtle yet powerful cues meant to bring you into deeper alignment with your path. The universe rarely shouts, it whispers. And when your soul is ready, those whispers grow louder than any external noise. As your awareness sharpens, you begin to trust these whispers, learning to differentiate between fear's trembling voice and intuition's steady guidance. And each time you choose intuition, you open another door inside yourself, one that leads to clarity, expansion, and transformation. This journey also reveals something profound, that the challenges you face are not obstacles standing in your way, but catalysts shaping your spiritual depth. Every moment of confusion prepares you for deeper wisdom. Every heartbreak opens space for greater love. Every delay teaches the timing your soul needs to mature. You begin to understand that adversity is not an interruption of your path, it is part of it. Like pressure forming diamonds or fire forging gold, the trials in your life are refining your spirit in ways you cannot yet fully comprehend. This realization softens your heart. It allows you to breathe differently, to walk differently, to observe your life with a new sense of reverence. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you begin asking, "What is this awakening in me?" And with that shift, you rise into a higher realm of understanding where nothing feels meaningless and everything, from the smallest discomfort to the greatest breakthrough, holds spiritual significance. As your vision expands, you also begin to feel a deeper responsibility for your own energy. You notice how the quality of your thoughts affects the quality of your day, how your emotional state shapes the reality you attract, and how your intentions ripple outward into the spaces you occupy. This awareness transforms you. You become more mindful of what you allow into your life, what you consume, what you believe, what you focus on, and who you surround yourself with. You begin to choose peace over conflict, clarity over chaos, alignment over approval. You might find yourself craving solitude, not because you're withdrawing, but because your soul is recalibrating, cleansing, strengthening itself in the quiet where divine messages are easiest to hear. And as you honor these shifts, you realize that you are not becoming distant. You're becoming intentional. You are not losing people. You are gaining yourself. This inner alignment creates a powerful magnetic field around you. You start attracting experiences that match your new frequency, conversations that nourish you, ideas that inspire you, opportunities that feel guided rather than forced. Synchronicities appear more frequently, repeating numbers, meaningful dreams, perfectly timed encounters, or messages that seem to arrive at the exact moment you need them. These are not illusions, they are confirmations. They are the universe showing you that you are in the flow, that you are listening, that you are finally seeing with the eyes of your spirit rather than the limitations of your mind. And with each synchronicity, your faith strengthens. Not blind belief, but experiential understanding that the unseen world is just as real, just as active, and just as intentional as the physical world around you. You may also notice that your desire for superficial things begins to fade. You find yourself prioritizing inner wealth over external validation, peace over recognition, purpose over routine. Even your definition of success begins to evolve from something measurable to something felt, something that resonates in your heart rather than impresses the world. This shift is not accidental. It is the natural recalibration of a soul awakening to its higher purpose.
You begin to understand that fulfillment is not found in what you acquire, but in who you become. It is not found in reaching the destination, but in the growth that happens during the journey. And as this deeper truth settles into your being, you feel something sacred blooming inside you. A quiet confidence, a grounded strength, a knowing that your life is not defined by past versions of you, but shaped by the choices you make now in this expanded awareness. This sacred unfolding leads to one more realization, that you are not alone. Not in your struggles, not in your awakening, not in your transformation. There are unseen forces walking with you, guides, ancestors, divine energies that surround you more closely than your own breath. And there are also human souls around the world who share this same path of awakening. Souls who feel the same shifts, the same expansions, the same spiritual electricity rising in their lives. You are part of a greater movement, a collective awakening, a rising wave of consciousness sweeping across humanity. When you begin to see this, your heart opens even wider. Compassion grows, judgment fades, gratitude deepens. You stop fighting life and begin flowing with it, trusting that every step, even the uncertain ones, are divinely guided. And this is the essence of your transformation. You are learning to recognize your soul again, to hear its voice, to honor its needs, and to walk its path with courage. And as you continue this journey, you are becoming a vessel through which divine wisdom can flow, not only for your own growth, but for the healing and awakening of others whose lives you will touch simply by being who you are becoming.
As your journey reaches this stage of awakening, you begin to understand that everything you have endured, everything you have questioned, and everything you have risen from has been guiding you toward this very moment of clarity. It is here, in this quiet inner space where your spirit feels more open than ever, that you begin to perceive the true architecture of your transformation. You sense that your life is no longer defined by what happened to you, but by what is unfolding through you. The heaviness you once carried begins to loosen its grip, not because your challenges have disappeared, but because your soul has grown strong enough to hold them with grace. And as this strength settles into your being, you start to recognize that your spiritual journey is not something external. It is a landscape you are learning to navigate, a sacred territory where your spirit expands with every lesson, every insight, and every moment of surrender. You begin to realize that awakening is not a sudden event. It is a lifelong conversation between your soul and the universe, a dialogue that deepens each time you choose truth over fear, growth over comfort, and alignment over illusion. This phase of your awakening carries a different energy, softer, wiser, and far more grounded. You feel a calm certainty rising inside you, a knowing that even if you cannot predict the future, you can sense its direction. The universe is guiding you toward greater purpose, greater peace, and greater understanding. This guidance comes not through force, but through resonance. You notice how your body reacts to truth with a feeling of expansion, and how it reacts to misalignment with tightness or discomfort. You begin to trust these signals more than the external demands of the world. You begin to trust yourself. And as this trust deepens, the path before you becomes clearer. You recognize that your intuition is not a vague feeling, but a compass shaped by your soul's ancient wisdom, always pointing you toward the experiences meant to elevate your consciousness. This realization changes the way you move through life. You no longer cling to certainty, you surrender to alignment. You no longer chase outcomes, you allow them to unfold. You no longer fear change, you welcome it as the language of evolution. In this phase of growth, you also begin to recognize the profound interconnectedness of everything you experience. You understand that the people who came into your life, even the ones who hurt you, played a role in awakening parts of you that would have otherwise remained dormant. You recognize that the delays were protecting you, that the disappointments were redirecting you, and that the quiet seasons were strengthening you.
You begin to appreciate the intricacy of your journey with a sense of reverence, realizing that nothing has been wasted. Every moment has been part of your spiritual preparation. Every question, every breakthrough, every struggle, and every moment of relief has contributed to the expansion of your soul. And as you reflect on this, gratitude naturally flows through you, softening your heart and widening your vision. You understand that the universe has been carrying you, shaping you, and preparing you not only for what is coming, but for who you are becoming. With this expanded awareness, you also begin to feel a heartfelt appreciation for the spaces and communities that have supported your awakening. Every message that lifted you, every piece of guidance that resonated with you, every reminder that helped you realign with your spiritual path, they all played a role in your transformation. And with that awareness, I want to take a moment to offer something deeply sincere. Thank you. Thank you for allowing this message to be a part of your journey. Thank you for showing up for yourself by choosing growth, choosing healing, choosing awakening. Your presence, your openness, and your willingness to elevate your consciousness are not small things. They're acts of courage, and I honor every step you've taken to reach this point in your journey. As this chapter of your inner evolution unfolds, I also want to extend a gentle invitation, one that supports your continued growth and keeps you connected to the spiritual nourishment your soul has been seeking. If you haven't already, I warmly encourage you to subscribe to ARS Spiritual Vibes on YouTube. This channel is not just a platform, it is a sanctuary for souls who are awakening, a circle of individuals who walk the same path of seeking clarity, truth, and deeper meaning. By subscribing, you align yourself with a community that values elevation, reflection, and spiritual empowerment. You join a space where every message, every narration, and every piece of guidance is crafted to support your awakening and remind you of the light within you. And if you are already subscribed, thank you. Your presence is a gift, and your support helps this spiritual space continue to grow and reach others who are on their path of transformation. As you take this next step, remember that your journey is far from over. Awakening is not a destination, it is a continuous rising, an unfolding that becomes more beautiful with each layer of truth you discover. The universe will continue guiding you, continue opening doors, continue placing the right people, lessons, and synchronicities on your path. Trust this unfolding. Trust the timing. Trust the inner voice that has led you here. And trust that everything happening in your life is preparing you for blessings you cannot yet see, but are already moving toward you with divine precision.